how's it, guys? Welcome back. When I was sleeping, I heard a lot of commotion and a lot of hyenas giggling, fighting, whooping. Um, then I heard an animal call in distress. So then I knew, okay, they must have caught something. So I went to investigate. It took a while, because as you can see, they're fighting amongst each other. As I was saying, it's quite thick mapani bush, so it took a while before I found it. But basically it was just follow the noise, because you can imagine with 12, well, I counted 13 hyenas here, fighting over this kill. They make a lot of noise. They killed what it seems like a wildebeest. I'm actually standing in a dry riverbed in the game viewer. So what hyenas often do is they chase their prey through these drainage lines, because it's very loose sand, so it's very difficult for the prey species to run away. And then, the moment one hyena grabs it, then the other ones come in and basically tear them apart. And it's a good example of the bad reputation that hyenas have. So hyenas, most people know that they're scavengers, but they also think that they only scavenge, and that's not the case. Especially in Tuli, in central Tuli, where we don't have a lot of lions. They're very proficient and successful hunters, and I'll say 60-70%, maybe 80% of their kills, they kill themselves. They're not ambush predators like your leopards or hyenas, leopards and lions, but they have enormous stamina. So what they'll often do is they'll just start running, and then they'll pick out an individual which is old, which is weak, which is sick or whatever, or injured, and then they'll chase that one until that animal is exhausted, or until one of the hyena grabs it, and then all the other hyenas come in and they basically just tear it apart. They filled their tummy, and now they're very interested in the game viewer. Funny. So that's very cool, and I came here an hour ago, and I think the wildebeest is halfway gone already, and I'm sure tomorrow there will be nothing left. You can clearly see a hierarchy. So hyenas, they live in a matriarchal society, which basically means that the females are in charge, and there's one dominant female. So basically all the females are dominant over the males. The females are also bigger than the males, because they have to be more aggressive and more and stronger than the males to make sure that they are dominant. And basically they pass their position in the hierarchy on to their offspring. So the dominant female, if it gives birth to another female, then at some point the daughter will take over. So often it's only the alpha female, so the dominant female, that will mate, but it's also subordinate female can give birth sometimes, but then they'll make sure that they're away from the dominant female, because if the dominant female has a chance, it will kill the young of the other female hyenas. As you can maybe hear, hyenas, they're known to be able to digest and to crush bones. This is also one of the reasons why it's so successful, because they can, well, survive on very poor quality food if it's only the bones. But of course their bone marrow, which is highly nutritious. And a clan of 13 hyenas will make sure that there won't be anything left of this wildebeest tomorrow morning. This is actually the biggest clan that we have here, in our area at least. Normally what I've seen is that the clan size is about 6 or 7. But like I said, this one is about 13, with a lot of youngsters. How can you differentiate? Well, on your left, for instance, is a youngster. When you look at the when you look at the coat, it's still shiny, it's still silverish. The older it gets, the more brown and the more faded the spots are. As you can see, quite aggressive towards each other. But a very interesting carnival, and well, just enjoy. Okay, good morning and welcome back everybody. Apologies for being in my sweatpants, but I spent the night in the car, so at least it was warm. It seems like I made a mistake. It turned out not to be a wildebeest that hyenas killed, but a baby elephant. And yesterday afternoon when me and Titi were checking the camera traps, we actually found this baby elephant in a waterhole, I think 2 k's from here. Already you could see it was very skinny, it was alone, it was abandoned by a mom, we think. So yeah, we knew that she wouldn't last long. Well, and the hyenas found her, unfortunately. So, like I said yesterday, hyenas probably chased the elephant here in the riverbed and then, trapped her here and brought it down here. And as you can see, after 13 hyenas eating on the elephant carcass, young elephant carcass, there's not much left. Which is of course a shame, and not a very pleasant sight. But that's also the circle of life. And to be honest, an elephant calf that young, abandoned by the mother, or maybe the mom died, we don't know yet. But she wouldn't have survived anyway, because they're still very dependent on the mom's milk. So yeah. Not a very nice morning, but it's part of life here in Tuli. And it's actually the second time that we found hyenas killing elephants, young elephants. So, it's quite a unique trait here in the central Tuli. Well, thanks for watching.